Hi guys, it's Sharon here. Okay, so today it is my great pleasure to do a spotlight on the fabulous Tammi Terrell. Tammi Terrell was born on the 29th of April 1945 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, to parents Thomas and Jenny Montgomery. Her early years were blighted by an incident that left her suffering from health issues relating to mental and physical trauma. She was walking home from school one day when three boys jumped her. They assaulted her and raped her. She never really got over the trauma and never spoke about it, only once in an interview quite a few years later. Tammi constantly suffered with headaches and migraines from being a small child. Tammi started her singing career recording for Scepter Wand Records while she was still a teenager. In 1962, the 17-year-old Tammi began a very abusive relationship with James Brown, and she spent 2 years as a member of his live show. James Brown was 12 years older than Tammi. Whilst they were on the road in 1965, James Brown assaulted Tammi because she had not watched his full performance from the audience. Tammi left James and walked away from the relationship at this point. The assault was witnessed by Bobby Bennett. He was formerly of the famous Flames, and he said, quotes, "He beat Tammi terrible. She was bleeding and she left Brown because she didn't want to get her butt whipped." Close quote. Tammi signed for Motown in 1965 and soon found a duet partner and lifelong friend in Marvin Gaye. Over the years, they had a string of hits that we all know and love. Ain't No Mountain High Enough was released in 1967. You're All I Need to Get By was released in 1967 also. And Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing was released in 1968. This is just to name three. Tammi began a relationship with David Ruffin, the lead singer with The Temptations, and eventually she was very happy to accept his marriage proposal. Tammi announced their engagement on stage to a live audience, only to discover that Ruffin already had a wife, 3 children, and a girlfriend in Detroit. This, along with Ruffin's drug addictions, led to several violent arguments between the two. Even after Tammi had become a star, she continued to have headaches and migraines, which she had had since childhood and never really got rid of. On October 1967, whilst performing with Marvin Gaye at the Hampton Sydney College, Virginia, Tammi collapsed into Marvin's arms whilst they were singing Your Precious Love. Doctors diagnosed a malignant tumour on the right side of her brain, and she underwent brain surgery in early 1968. Tammi continued to perform live and record new songs. She was very optimistic and hopeful for the future. However, her tumour worsened and it was found that she needed even more surgery. In 1969, doctors finally advised her to retire from live performances, and she was too ill to record any new music at that point. It was in 1969 that Tammi made her final public appearance. She attended the Apollo Theatre where Marvin Gaye was performing. When Marvin saw her, he rushed to her side and the duo began singing You're All I Need to Get By to the absolute delight of the audience. They received a standing ovation. In early 1970, Tammi was confined to a wheelchair due to the complications of her brain cancer. By now she was blind, had suffered massive hearing loss, and weighed only 93 pounds, which is 42 kilograms. Following her 8th bout of brain surgery, Tammi had her final surgery on January the 21st, 1970. Tammi went into a coma and never woke up. Tammi Terrell was 24 years old. Her funeral was held at the Jane's Methodist Church in Philadelphia. Marvin Gaye spoke her final eulogy while You're All I Need to Get By was playing in the church. Tammi's fiancé at her death, Dr. Ernie Garrett, said that Tammi's mother was so angry that she banned everyone from Motown from attending Tammi's funeral, all except Marvin Gaye, who she felt was Tammi's closest friend. It is said that Marvin Gaye never really got over the death of Tammi Terrell. Marvin went on into a severe depression, which was not helped by his drug abuse. Marvin Gaye's friend said that the classic album What's Going On was also made in part due to his reaction to Tammi's death. There have been a few allegations against David Ruffin in relation to Tammi Terrell. One allegation is that he actually hit her over the head with a hammer, and this resulted in her death, although there is no evidence that this ever occurred. It is also documented that David Ruffin hit Tammi over the head with his motorcycle helmet after a violent argument. Again, there is no real evidence that this ever happened either. Tammi Terrell was a beautiful, talented singer who appeared to have tragedy written in her stars right from the word go. It is fair to suggest that she had brain problems, maybe even cancer from a very, very young age, and that could be related to the headaches and migraines that she did suffer as from being a child. To lose a gifted lady like this is such a tragedy. I don't feel that Tammi Terrell gets the recognition that she deserves. Maybe this is because she died so young and didn't quite make the impact on all of us that the other Motown stars did. I never get tired of listening to her voice. Put some headphones on and listen to her music. You will not be disappointed ever. Rest in peace, Tammi. I'm also going to carry on with a spotlight on Marvin Gaye, so do watch out for that. That's it for today, but if you did enjoy this type of thing, watch out for more, which are definitely on the way. We're recording lots more. Please subscribe to the channel and do hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Thanks so much, guys, and see you soon.